Are you ready to hear some tube riding secrets? Bodyboarding is a craft that was created to ride the tube, and I'm going to tell you how. The first thing you need to do is find a wave that's going to allow you to get barreled or tubed inside it. So a wave that's going to hit a shallow area of the ocean floor, whether that be a sandbar or a reef, which makes it lurch over and tube really quickly, so it pitches over and breaks in a cylindrical fashion. Add to that some breeze or wind blowing from the land to the ocean, so blowing offshore, and that blows the wave back, keeping it nice formal order and allowing that wave face to be nice and clean, and then tube. You get inside that tube, you are living the dream. Being inside the tubing part of the wave is the safest place to be. Surprising, huh? If you go out in front of a wave and get hit on the back by the pitching lip, that can kind of be the most dangerous area and often where bodyboarders get injured. If you pull inside the wave, inside that tube, that's the safest place to be. The reason why? If you fall off inside the tube, you go through the back of the wave and come out the back, nice and safe and sound. If you go in front of it, you can get hit by the lip and obliterated. So it's kind of counterintuitive to think to yourself, even though it's steep, even though it looks gnarly, pulling inside the tube is where you need to be. Doing that over and over again is going to allow you to get more tube riding experience, and you'll grow as a bodyboarder. Helping people to improve their bodyboarding is a labour of love for us. We enjoy doing it, and producing these videos is something that we're looking to improve upon week after week. You can help us do that by liking and subscribing. We'd be super grateful. Thanks in advance. Staying high and tight on the wave face will allow the wave to pitch over you. It's super important that you don't drop all the way down to the bottom of the wave. Do a mid-face bottom turn, known as a scoop. Really important at this point of the ride not to dig in your elbow or your shoulder. Check out our video that we've called the elbow crime, right here. That's going to tell you all about how to avoid that happening. Otherwise you might collapse the tube. Once you've got that inside rail engaged by doing a mid-face bottom turn, it's called scoop, angling up inside the tube, you'll feel your rail is engaged, and that will give you the confidence to drive off that inside rail and try and travel down the line as quickly as you need to in order to escape the tube, or be able to slow yourself down to stall to let that tube encapsulate you and travel deeper into the tube. Regulating your speed in order to maximise your time in the tube is the key to long tube rides. So how do you do it? The first thing you do is you look down the line of the wave and you decide through experience whether you need to accelerate to speed up and get into the tube or slow down. Most of the time you'll slow down, and that in bodyboarding is called stalling. So by taking off, moving your weight to the back of the bodyboard, dropping your legs off the tail of the board, digging your knees and your shins into the water, pushing your fins down towards the ocean floor, and then controlling the inside rail of your bodyboard is going to allow the wave to go over the top of you, encapsulate you, and allow you to travel through that tunnel inside the wave. Once you're inside the wave, inside that tube, it's time to decide whether you should release the weight from the back of your board and bring your legs up out of the water, moving your weight towards the front third of the board and maximising your speed in order to escape the barrel, or whether you should stay slowing yourself down to maximise the length of barrel ride that you get. It's tricky at first, it's something that comes with experience, but all of the best tube riders from this moment onwards, you will notice, regulate their speed through stalling. While some waves require you to stall, many other waves require you to speed up. So to do this, you need to maximise your speed from the takeoff. As you drop in down the wave, you need to look, lean and lunge and really gun it down the line. As you then get to the section that you want to get tubed, sometimes you can keep going at maximum speed and fly through that tube. Other times you need to regulate your speed by scrubbing off some of that speed that you've maximised by bottom turning. There's two ways to do this. The first one, and the coolest one in my opinion, is by doing a check turn. So you come off the bottom, do a small turn, and then back up and ride out of it. Another technique is to go back to the stalling technique. You're flying down the line, you've got loads of speed, you realise you're going to outrun the barrel, therefore you slide your weight off the back of the board, spread your legs, and that allows the wave to catch up with your tube over you, and then you can lunge and come out of it. Really important to gauge that speed to maximise your tube time. You're inside the barrel. You want to maximise your ride. The first thing you need to be aware of is that as the lip comes over and it explodes in the trough, it creates a shock wave coming up the wave face. You need to be on your inside rail if you're going left with your inside elbow and allowing that shock wave to explode against the slick bottom of your board, pushing you up the wave face. But don't go up into the roof of the barrel. You need to just angle up and come out of the top of the tube. So a top tip is always to angle up. As the tube gets smaller, it'll become narrower and you can angle out the top of that hole. So always look up and lean towards that hole. Really important when you pull into a barrel, you try and relax. Keep your eyes open, focused on making it. Look lean and lunge down the line to gain speed if you need to. And even if you think that barrel's going to collapse, keep the faith, you might just make it. Here's some great examples of barrels that look as though they're unmakeable by plumbing that line still coming through them. Really, really important to really back yourself. Coming out of the barrel, you are often faced with the best ramps that you'll ever see. Okay, so as you depart that tube, there's usually a section shaped just like a quarter pipe on a skate ramp, just about to go oververt and leaving you a really nice ramp coming out the barrel. So this is where the manoeuvre, the El Rolo or barrel roll, came from. Coming out of the barrel and hitting the lip and rolling out of it. Super stylish, super smooth and really, really great fun to do. You can also do rolls going into the barrel, or at the top end, you can go through the barrel, do a roll, land in the barrel, carry on going. Amazing fun and super functional for tube riding. The roll and the barrel go hand in hand, why they're called the barrel roll. Next up, we've got fantastically gymnastic maneuvers like the ARS, the backflip, even the air forward or the invert air. Coming out of the tube, bottom turning, hitting that lip with maximum speed enables you to take flight and bust those gymnastic maneuvers that you see the pros doing. They make the maneuvers easier. So the tube riding is fundamental to improving every aspect of your bodyboarding. Not just the actual tube ride, but the air move coming out of it. Check out the footage, you'll see some awesome examples of that in action. So to conclude, tube rides, amazing fun, committing, getting under that lip. The more times you do it, the better you'll get. But the ultimate to getting into a barrel, the perfect stalling technique is if you can do a forward spin under the lip and then get barreled. Watch Mike Stewart do it, it looks smooth as silk. And that's the way your bodyboarding should look. Get out there, give it a try, enjoy, let us know in the comments below how you get on.